This report is brought to you by Ageless Body, a powerful combination of 5 of the world's best immune-supporting antioxidants available packed into one capsule, and it's on sale today for up to 51% off, and will even include free shipping within the United States until we sell out. Included is not just vitamin C, but one of the most bioavailable forms of vitamin C, magnesium ascorbate. Also included is a form of turmeric that is 46 times as absorbable as most other forms. To order, click on the link below, www.agewithbill.com.
Good evening. I'm still reporting on the coup. According to a highly placed Trump White House official, Peter Navarro, director of President Trump's trade and manufacturing policy, the person most responsible for Republicans in Congress for not forcefully objecting to the electoral vote counts from the 6 battleground states during the infamous January 6th joint session of Congress was Vice President Pence's Chief of Staff, Mark Short. According to Navarro, Short kept members of Congress from meeting with Pence in the critical final 10 days before the electors from the various states were officially counted. But according to Navarro, Pence was hardly blameless. What he did that day on the advice of Mark Short was to cut and run from the President of the United States and from the Constitution, because you know what was going to happen on that day. Every doctor on TV says that we all need to boost our immune systems, and Stem Enhance does that in a unique way by increasing blood levels of your own adult stem cells, the backbone of your immune system, by over 30% in just 1 hour. Click on the link in the description box below for details. Navarro made his comments on Steve Bannon's radio program called The War Room with Steve Bannon. Then Navarro turned to a football analogy. It wasn't violence, it was the Green Bay Packers sweep we were going to pull. 6 different states, and pull those states out and force under the Constitution for those votes to be looked at and either counted or thrown out. This would have thrown the entire joint session of Congress into an uproar, as they would have had to debate the merits of the charges that these 6 battleground states ran unconstitutional elections, and this debate could have gone on for days. And Mark Short was the guy who prevented that. And there were people who were trying to get to the vice president in the last 10 days before that date, and Mark Short put a wall around him. Navarro went on to discuss Mark Short's history of doing the bidding of the Never Trump wing of the Republican Party. Mark Short is a tool of the Koch brothers. Who are the Koch brothers? They are worth $50 billion. David died last year, but the network lives. The Koch brothers are the biggest anti-MAGA movement in the entire Republican Party. They were dedicated both in 2016 and 2020 to wipe out President Trump because they love the tax breaks, they love the deregulation. What they won't live for is anything for the deplorables, the fair trade, the secure borders, and defense spending. The last thing the Koch brothers want is to pay another dime to the deplorables of this country. Now, Mark Short in 2016 pitched an idea to the Koch brothers where he was going to wipe out Donald Trump on Super Tuesday, period. He worked for Rubio, and he came into that White House. He was incompetent. He failed as a legislative director. He failed running the task force for the vice president, but he did tremendous damage because what he would always do is block whatever MAGA things that wanted to get done. He really was responsible for some of the failures of that task force to move. I had to push that task force with memo after memo to get him off his butt, and he's not a good guy. What Mark Short is about is getting Pence to be President of the United States, or if he can't do that, then to at least be rich. So that's his mission. But Mike Pence basically left the presidential race on January 6th. What Navarro means is what everyone knows, that Pence did because of his inaction during the joint session of Congress was spelled the death of any future prospects for him in the Republican Party, and now our suspicions are confirmed, because Short could not have possibly been acting alone. Pence had to know what his responsibilities were, and he deliberately and with forethought decided to stab President Trump in the back and the American Republic with him. Mark Short is not a good guy, but it is nearly impossible to believe that Mike Pence doesn't get the lion's share of the blame for abandoning his president and his nation in its time of greatest need. But along with that, what if it was actually Pence and/or Short who were the primary spy masters in Trump's inner circle? There was no one else but Pence who had the same top-secret clearances that President Trump did. He would have had access to all the information all the time. This is just my supposition, but it is based on many years of a fine-tuning of a reporter's intuition. I'm still reporting from just outside the citadel of American freedom. Good day.